Hi friends, I'm Nancy Novak from StampinShout.com and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am making a Easter Bunny card. So there's another look at it. And I'm using the Swirly Bird stamp set and the Swirly Scribbles Thinlits. The Thinlits are what I use to cut out the shapes for the bunny, the grass, and the ears. And you just run these through the Big Shot. And let's get started. So I have done all the prep work ahead of time. So let me show you what I did. So I cut out those pieces. I ran them through the Big Shot. So I took some Wisteria Wonder Designer Series paper, and I used these two Thinlits, and I ran them through the Big Shot. And then I used this Thinlet with the Pear Pizzazz paper, and that's going to create our grass. And then I also ran this Thinlet through the Big Shot again for the ears, and I just used this part right here. That part made the ears. So then I cut it down to the size I needed, and I'll show you exactly what I mean on this ear when we get to it. So I have a bow, and then I also stamped 3 eggs using the stamp set, and I did that in Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, and Wisteria Wonder. And then I cut these out by hand, and we'll put those on the card. So let's get started. As always, you need a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut to 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Pear Pizzazz that I used as the mat for my card, and that's cut to 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I have my stamping piece, which is cut to 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. So the first thing I did was I attached my grass, and as you can see, this is longer than what I need. So I'm going to glue the back of it, and then I'm going to cut it down. And there's a couple of ways you can glue this. You can use the fine tip glue pen, or another way is to use glue, and I put it on a sponge. This is a makeup sponge that I got at the dollar store, because I don't want to use my good Stampin' Up! Sponges or daubers for this, because I'm going to throw this away eventually. So these are real inexpensive to buy. And all I did was I dabbed some glue on a piece of scrap. And let's see, I'll bring this in. And then I just took some glue, and I need a little bit more glue. And I just took my sponge and then just ran it across the back. And this, usually when you squirt glue right on here, it squirts out the edges, but this is a good way to get it on nice and even, and it doesn't come off the edge. So I'm going to show you this technique for the grass, and then I'll use the fine tip glue pen for the bunny. So I have that glued, and I'm just going to position it here on the bottom of my card. Like I said, we're going to trim it after we're done. So you can turn it over and you can see right where you need to trim it. Okay. Then we're going to take the big circle, and we're going to dab it with some of the glue from the fine tip glue pen. So you just want to dab it here and there. Set that down. I overlapped the grass a little bit. And then we're going to bring the smaller piece in for the head. So we'll put some glue on there. I was excited to make this card for you. I wanted to hurry up and get it done before Easter so you guys can hopefully make it yourselves. Now before I lay the top down, I'm going to bring in the ears, and I'm going to make sure that they fit on my paper, and if they don't, I'm going to cut the bottom part down a little bit, like right here. So this ear fits, so I'll place it there. Now here's the one that I cut straight from the thinlet, and I haven't done anything with it yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it at the top, kind of bring it to a little point for the top of his ear. And then this again, I want to kind of dry fit it so I can see how long I want it to be. And then snip off the excess. Okay. And then I'm going to glue that with my fine tip glue pen. And place it right underneath the head. Kind of have to hold the fine tip glue in place for a second for it to set. Okay, then I need to glue this piece. Just hold it there for a second. That's done. Okay, then I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to bring in Pear Pizzazz and stamp a couple of stems. And this set comes with a small stem and a larger stem. So just put a couple on each side. And I'll do a small one. This is a really cute stamp set. You can make a lot of different things with it. Next one I'm going to make is a cat. Kind of similar to the bunny, but I'll shorten up the ears and put some whiskers on them. So I will show you that when I'm ready to do that one. You can always check my blog, www.stampandshout.com. I post my cards there, and I list all the supplies that I use. So if you're interested in anything that you see, go to my blog, and there's links that you can click on to find out more information about the products, and it takes you right to my online store if you want to purchase anything. So here I'm stamping the flowers in Flirty Flamingo. And then the next thing I'm going to do is attach the bow, and I think I'll attach the bow with glue dots. So let me find my glue dots. So I'm just going to stick the back of the bow with a little glue dot and attach it like that. And on my original card I stamped Happy Easter up at the top. I think I'm going to leave this one plain and put Happy Easter inside. The bunny is so cute, you can do whatever you like, but this Happy Easter is from Teeny Tiny Wishes. This is one of my favorite sentiments stamp sets because there's so many different sentiments, one for every occasion, and they're small so they fit in all the good little spots. It's just perfect to use when you need a quick sentiment to throw on your card. So there's one more thing we need to do. We need to put on our Easter eggs. So let me get that. And again, I'm going to attach those with glue dots. So I'm just going to stick a glue dot on the back and find where I'd like to put that egg. And glue dot. And I think I'll put that right there. And last one. That right there, and we just put it together. So let's see, we'll snail the back of this. So So if you have any questions about this, you can leave a comment right on this video, and I will be sure to answer it. I see them very quickly all throughout the day, so I can always answer your questions. So now we're going to glue the matte piece onto our card base. And there you have it. Easter Bunny. Isn't he cute? I really like it. So that's it. We're done. Do you like them? I hope so. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment below. I will be able to get back to you right away. I'll answer your questions. Don't want to leave you hanging with Easter just a week away. And you can always visit my blog, www.stampinshout.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye.